Okay, let's talk about these parents, principals, and teachers. So, you know, I've taught all the different grade levels from pre-K all the way to 12th grade. I've even taught on a college level. And so, while I was teaching young children, 4th and 5th graders, first graders, preschoolers, in a certain district in DC, they accommodate these black parents so much so that I've had parents cuss me out in front of their child and in front of the principal and had to be expected to go return to class with that student after being cussed out by a parent. I get it. I can take all the smoke that they giving out from the kids. But when it comes to parents, I don't want no smoke. Kids give me all the smoke. But parents, they've got to have a better way of protecting their teachers as far as the principals in these different schools. For example, I've even interviewed with schools where they've asked me what would I do if a kid run out of the classroom. And I'm saying to myself, this is part of the interview and you want me to go work there? And thinking about parents and the consequences that they might have for them or not. Also, I've had interviews where principals, administrators have asked me, hey, what would you do if you're on the phone with an irate parent and they're cussing you out and they're asking you about their kid's progress or lack thereof? And it got so serious to the point where I actually had the administrator role playing as the parent. And I'm the one that's having to jump right into an interview and pretend to be a teacher at that school. And now I got to deal with an irate parent. This is a part of the interview process. And so I'm saying all that to say this. There are certain school districts in DC that would not be around if it wasn't for certain quadrants in DC that's represented on a higher level as far as the grades, as far as the scores, reading scores, math scores. In other areas, not so much so. So I feel like that's just my theory that there are certain school districts catering to these black parents who are not supportive of their kids, who don't come to parent-teacher conferences, but for some reason they've conflicted the idea around what support looks like. And so now I believe, regardless of how these black parents show up, it's seen as being supportive when that couldn't be further from the truth. These parents are showing up on their own terms and they get away with murder at these schools. If a parent says something against you, you don't stand a chance when it comes to these schools in DC. And so I say it all that to say, nowadays,